Movies, TV, sports, flicks. Movies, TV, sports, flicks. Movies, TV, sports, flicks.
The Captain Talk Flicks.
Movies, TV, sports, flicks. Movies, TV, sports, flicks. Movies, TV, sports, flicks.
The Captain Talk Flicks.
Welcome to the Captain Talk Flicks podcast. I'm your host, the Captain Cortez, aka Mr. Love, and this is where we talk flicks. I welcome the podcast where me, the Captain, talks about movies, TV, sports, flicks, anything you can see on a tuber screen. I like to get here and give my unique perspective. Because after 46 years of being on planet Earth, I've developed a unique perspective about these movies, TV, sports, and flicks. Let's hear you tell you about it. Because just maybe you care. And according to the stats, looks like you do care. I want to give a big shout out to Bangladesh. Got some plays over in Bangladesh this past week. Gracias, gratitude, total rabah. In Bangladesh, I heard your national fruit is jackfruit. Jackfruit is a very interesting looking fruit. I've never ate one. My mom ate one a while back, but I never ate one. I wasn't brave enough to eat it because I thought it looked weird. I'll be real, I thought it looked weird. But I heard it's extremely good. So one of these days, I'm going to have a jackfruit. Maybe have a jackfruit from Bangladesh. And just taste how good it actually is. So anyways, thanks for listening. Appreciate it. Gracias. And just FYI, back in the day with school to be a radio teacher. But never got a job. I think I never got a job. Because I didn't have the hunger. If I just would have had the hunger, I would have done what was necessary to become a radio DJ. But I didn't. And it allowed me to become the greatest podcaster in the Matrix. Something to debate, might be true, might not be true, but I said it on the internet, so it's gotta be true, right? Because everything on the internet is facts, not facts, true, false, propaganda, fake news, the Matrix, G.I. Joe, Transformers, DC Universe, Marvel Universe, Incredible Hulk, Superman, Batman, the Captain. I don't know. I didn't make the internet. Ask the people that made the internet. So when you're online, just watch out, just be aware. Anyways, I can ramble all day, but I won't. Let's get right to the podcast. But first, a word from our sponsor. Ladies and gentlemen, are you a lone wolf? I kind of consider myself a lone wolf. It's just how I roll. It's what I do. So if you're a lone wolf like I am, we got a lone wolf collection of the existing fictions at the store. There's a sweatshirt over there. There's a keychain. There's a t-shirt. So if you're a lone wolf and you want a keychain, a sweatshirt, or a t-shirt, and let people know, hey, bro, I'm a lone wolf. Walk around the world, say, bro, look at me. I'm a lone wolf. So if you want to do that, I'll put a link below the existing fictions as a store, the Lone Wolf Collection. Check it out. Now let's get on the podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. Here I am again. Uno más, once more. To talk about movies, TV, sports, and flicks. Yeah, here I am again. But did you think I wouldn't show up? I know I say it every week, but I just gotta keep coming back. I have to. It's just I gotta do it. Be honest, it's just like kind of habit now. It's just what I do. So thanks for listening. I appreciate it. I just got done watching UFC. UFC was in Abu Dhabi this week, right? And they were doing their fighting thing. Very dope, very cool. I just mowed the lawn. It was nice outside. Still nice mowing the lawn. I mow lawns. The captain mows lawns. The captain's not too good to mow lawns. I'm a regular dude. Think I'm some rich millionaire who has people mow his lawn? Nah, I mow my own lawn, bro. I do the real work. So I'm mowing lawns, I'm watching UFC, and now it's time to podcast. And ladies and gentlemen, this week I want to talk about my favorite franchise of all time. And if you've been here before, you know what that is. But if you haven't, let me let you know. My favorite franchise of all time is the one, the only, Star Trek. And this week I got to see Star Trek Lower Decks, Trusted Sources. Yeah, great episode. Now before I get into the episode, let me just say a couple things. First of all, there will be spoilers. And secondly, I do own some shares in the parent company for Star Trek. So I just want to be clear and transparent to let you know. So now I've told you that, let's get on with the podcast. So this week in Star Trek Lower Decks, as usual, lots of cool Easter eggs. There's always tons of Easter eggs in every episode of Lower Decks. It's just like a given. If you watch Star Trek Lower Decks, there will be Easter eggs. And I could talk about those, but I won't. I mean, everyone's talking about them. Everybody's going. Everybody's is highlighting them, and you can get that at a lot of different places. And I'm not saying they're not cool. They're very cool. They're very enjoyable for someone that's been a long time Star Trek fan. But I'll let them guys do it. What I want to do is look at a certain subject or idea presented in the show and go deep on it. And this week what I'm going to talk about is that in the episode, the Cerritos crew was going to have a visitor who was going to observe them. Right? This happened to be a reporter who's going to observe the crew. Watch, observe, do story on them, right? And of course, the captain of the ship is like, okay, we have to look our best, be on our best behavior. We want to give off this great, great image. We just want to look our best to this reporter. So that's what the captain wanted to do. So the captain was doing everything in her power to make sure that when that reporter came on board and was watching and observing, that they gave out the best possible vibe. Now, this is very true to life. So true to life. You know, because you ever had someone that come over your house or your apartment, whatever, they come over and everything start cleaning up. Oh, having company. Better clean up now. Let's get cleaned up. We're having company come over, bro. We got to clean up. Let's get to cleaning because we got company coming. Right? Same thing. A lot of people do that. Not everybody, but a lot of people do that. You know, company's coming. Let's get it in order. You ever stop to think like maybe it should be in order all the time? I know it's hard to do, but a lot of people do that. And this is what happened on the ship. And then not just that, you always want to show your best self, right? So if you go to social medias, most of the time you're seeing the highlight reels of all the people you're following online. A lot of times you don't see the down times. A lot of times you don't see the negativity. And I'll be honest, I do that. I never show you the bad stuff. I just don't. It's not my style. You know, maybe I should, but I don't. And I know a lot of other people do that as well. They just show the good parts, the good stuff, right? You know, we want to show that good image. So like on the show Star Trek Lower Decks, that's what the captain wanted to do. It's like we just want to show our highlights, our best self. Don't show the reporter the bad stuff. Now, in the episode, the reporter interviews all the crew, and unfortunately, she does uncover some of the things the captain didn't want to be known. They kind of got to see the entirety of all the Cerritos crew experiences, the good and the bad. So yeah, the reporter found out, they got to see, and she did a bad story about him, right? And I think a lot of us don't want to be our full true selves and let it all out because we don't want that bad report. Right? A bad report stings. A bad report hurts. Talking badly about people hurts. Bad comments hurt us. They make us feel bad. So that's why we always trying to have that perception management so we seem and appear to be awesome all the time, all around. Which is absolutely not true. Because every human being on planet Earth has those moments where they're not looking the greatest, where they're not doing the greatest, where they have those down moments. Everybody. I don't care who it is. I don't care what country they live in. I don't care how rich they are. I don't care nationality, gender, age. None of that matters. We all have those moments where we're not our best. We don't look the best. We're not making the best moves. Everybody does it. But you go online, you couldn't even tell because everybody puts out their best foot forward. Everybody's living their best life. No, everybody is not living their best life. There's moments where the life's not the best. That's facts. You may think that by looking at somebody's social media that everybody's living their best life. No, they're not. It's only what gets shown. Those moments when it's not the best life, it's not on there, right? And the captain of the Cerritos was trying to do that. She was just trying to show the Cerritos' best life. She didn't want to show what it wasn't the best life. That's what she was doing. And in the end, the reporter did judge them. So I don't know who's right. I don't know. Should we just be showing our best life? Should we show the good and the bad, the highs and lows? I don't know. I don't make the rules. I'm just living in this world. Social media is all new to me. The world is all new to me. I don't even know what to be doing. Maybe I should show the highs and lows, good and the bad. I don't know. I'm no expert. I'm no ologist. I'm just to do that podcast. Although on this podcast, I kind of tell you sometimes like when things go bad for me. I think I've done that quite a few times. I think I told you a couple weeks ago I just cried. I was crying. I was angry. I was real about it. I let it out. I showed you the lows. Captain was crying. Captain was mad. So I'm working on showing my best life and my not so best life. So maybe we should all do that. Maybe the captain of the Cerritos should have did that as well. Maybe she shouldn't have been worried about showing the best life of the Cerritos and showed the best and the not so best. I don't know. I'm no expert. I'm like I said, I'm all new to this. But that's what I saw in Lower Decks this week. right? And additionally, the one lady on the ship, Mariner, who was showing the best and not so much best, everybody's mad at her. They're mad at her because she talked about some of the not so best moments. And the whole ship was mad at her. She ended up leaving the ship. She left the ship because everybody's mad because she showed the best life and the not so best. She was the one that did that. Everybody else wasn't. At least they thought they weren't, but actually they were doing that. But they thought they weren't doing that, right? And Mariner's like, hey, I'll tell you the highs and the lows. I'll tell you both. And then I'm kicking her off the ship. So I don't know, maybe the lesson is not to do that. I'm not really sure. Usually I get a lesson on the Trek, and I do get a lesson. But this one's, I'm not clear. I'm not sure which move to make here, to be completely real. Should we just keep showing the highlights? Should we show the highlights and the lowlights? I don't know. It's your choice to decide. When you're on social media, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, etc., 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 and you choose to post videos and words and pictures, do you just do the best life? Or do you show highs, lows? I don't know. You figure it out, bro. It's up to you. The choice is yours. You decide. You shape your reality. You do what you like. Because I'm not really sure. I don't know. Maybe the way Mariner did it is the way to go. I'm not sure. So anyways, that's what I got on Star Trek Lower Decks this week. Perception management. It was a fine episode. Like, all the episodes have been so fun. They've been very entertaining. I'm laughing. I'm enjoying them. They make you happy. It's a very feel-good show. Yeah, I love it. It's so great. Unfortunately, I think this was the last episode. But we do have Star Trek Prodigy next week, I believe. So we rolling right into another Trek. They just keep coming one after another. Trek show, another Trek show, another Trek show. I love how they're doing it. There's Trek on TV almost all the time. It's fantastic. I love it. So anyways, thanks for listening. Gracias, gratitude. And until next time, we'll see. Life's challenges are not supposed to paralyze you. They're supposed to help you discover who you are. Bernice Johnson Regon. Until next time, Captain Peace.
The Captain Talks Flicks.